Hello. Um, I've had some questions about my land nav course that I'm doing in the spring, and quite frankly, I'm not a very good writer, so I'm hoping that maybe in this video I can answer some questions a little better than I would if I just tried typing up an answer. Um, Forgive me, I have a bit of a cold too, so. Um, the first one is the map and protractor. Now, this is a topographic map from mytopo.com. They are $9.95 a piece plus shipping. This is the map. This is actually the exact map we'll be using for the trip, for the course. Again, it's 18 inches wide, 24 inches tall, and it already has the UTM grid on it, which will save you from having to draw that out. I always found that to be a pain in the butt. And it also already has the trails that we will be following marked out on it. So we don't have to worry about marking those out ourselves and drawing all that out. It'll already be on there. So it'll make everything in the class just much simpler to do. Now, the way I'm working this is about 3 weeks, 4 weeks before the trip, when everyone's confirmed that they can make it. I'll order however many we need, and I will have them shipped to me. Again, they're $9.95 plus shipping. Shipping, the more people we have sign up, the cheaper shipping will be, because it'll be divided between everybody. I had thought about having everyone order these separately on their own. The problem is, for the sake of conformity, just to make it easier to teach the class, I want everyone's map to be aligned exactly the same and be just, with no difference whatsoever. That way, when I go from one student to another, I don't have to reorient myself to whatever map they have that's, set up and centered differently and so on and so forth. And that's why I'm doing it this way. Again, $9.95 plus shipping. It'll get shipped to me, and then you can either, PayPal me, mail me a money order, check, or even, if you're definitely coming, which I'll be mad at you if you don't show up, but if you're definitely coming, you can just pay me the day of the trip when you get there. It's no big deal. The other item, let's hold it up, is the protractor roamer. And what it is, it's 0 degrees all the way around the outside back to 360 or 0 degrees. And this is something we'll use to find our angles and everything on the map. It also has a slotted UTM scale. I do believe it's called a roamer. And what we'll use this for, this is actually how you find your position on the map and plot out your position. This is the one from Map Tools. I planned on ordering these for everyone. They're $3 a piece plus shipping. If you don't care about saving on shipping and you want to order just one for yourself, I'll gladly let me know. I'll send you a link to the exact one we're using. I do want everyone to have the exact same. Again, that way when I go from one student to another, I'm not explaining, if there's 10 students and everyone has, 10 different types of protractors. I don't have to explain 10 different protractors, All right, those are the things that you'll be getting from me. This is something I'm just giving everyone, just piece counting beads. It's like 1.5 foot of paracord and some cheap beads. I'll make them, put them together for everybody. There's not much involved in that. The other item, which is probably the most important item for the class, would be the compass. This is an old Silva Polaris. This thing's 15 or 20 years old. I've had it forever. This is from back before Johnson Outdoors started importing them from Indonesia and China. this compass is an amazing compass. I've beaten the crap out of it, and it's no worse for wear, really. It still functions perfectly fine. You do not need a compass any more complicated than this. This will work just fine. The modern equivalent of this, that's imported by Brunton, it's still made in Finland and Sweden, is the 7-something. There's a link in the description. Or the model number is in the description. You can find it, and it's pretty much exactly the same. I think they changed this to red. But regardless of what kind of compass you get, the two major things I want you to look for when you purchase it is, on this one, inside the dial here, there's actually a little line. So, if I want to set it on 20 degrees, I can line that line up with the 20 degrees and make sure it's precisely on there. Some of the cheaper compasses, you're doing it more by eye, and that adds for parallax and puts you off a degree or two and blah blah blah. The other thing is, and this is probably one of the most important parts, inside here, I don't know if you can see it, try and get it close, there are these lines. These are meridian lines. They just run north to south, is all they do. These are for orienting the compass with the map. Now, that is I can't stress how important that is. That's something I definitely want everyone to make certain their compass does have. Okay? The next thing would be, you'll need a notebook to bring along. This is one of the Write in the Rain notebooks. I highly recommend them. This thing, this isn't something you're going to use just for this one trip. Hopefully this is something you continue to use as you get back, learn more about navigating and, get out in the wilderness more. And so it's going to constantly be getting put in and out of your pocket, thrown on the ground, and through the mud, and rain, everything else. Some of the modifications I've made to mine, which we'll probably be doing on the course, is I've actually divided it into individual subjects, and I have different scales and all kinds of stuff in there. And what you'll use this for is, you'll record your pace counting, obviously, different information, how much your pack was for this part, for this trip, and this is how many paces 100 meters were, and all kinds of other stuff like that. Just observations you make about different maps and things like that. Another modification is this little pocket in the back here. Usually what I like to do, because I'll carry a full-size topo like this, but I usually keep it in the pack or the map case. And then this actually is an inkjet print of the same area with the little homemade roamer that I put together. In this way, it just adds to the life of your map, so you're not constantly unfolding the map and looking at it. This is just for quick reference. Any more in detailed work I'm going to do, I'm going to use an actual topo. But this just gives quick reference. Looking around. Oh, there's a hill over there. Which direction is that? That sort of thing. But those are the essentials that you will need for the class. Now, I've had questions about compasses. What style, what's appropriate, that sort of thing. My thoughts and opinions about different versions. And I think I will actually cover those in another video. And so I'll be right back.